I'm glad you got your, so since it's just you and Mark, I'm going to pin you and make you really big on my screen. Because you and Mark are the only ones who will see this. Then if you want to watch it on the Zoom replay, you can really watch how you're moving. I know, woohoo! Okay, so we're going to start just with shoulder rolls. We're going to start loosening up. Yeah, so I told her, since it's the two of you, I'm treating this like a private duet session. So she made a couple of requests. Is there anything you would like?
No.
No? He's just going to go with it. All right. Good. Okay. And then we're going to do one, then the other. And I want you to start giving yourself a little resistance from your circle. So I'm getting closer so you can see how I'm sort of pulling back on the circle. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Just giving yourself a little wake up through the mid back. Ooh, mine is sore. Good. Good. Yeah. And then we're going to take the hands on the inside and then reach those arms up high and pull back and outward. And then gently come into a bow. Allow your circle to hit your thigh bones and then stack your spine up. Good, and then lift it up again. Press back and outward. And again, I'm gonna think of pulling those armpits out. You can even let the elbows point out instead of worrying about them straight forward here. We're really trying to open up that front space. And then you'll come into that bow again. And then drop your arms. Good, and stack up. Good, and then one more time. Out. Good, that's it. And then see with your neck, see if you can open up your armpit. See how I'm literally pulling one armpit back and then the other one? I bet you have one that's a little more stuck. And I don't want it to be your torso doing it. I want it just to be the scap and the armpit doing it. Yeah. Now it should start creating a little more availability of movement in the neck. Can you feel that? Yeah, and then you come down. And that comes down. Good. All right. Bring out the top back here. So then let's take your ring. We're going to put it on the side of you. Take your other arm up and then not a big squeeze here. All I'm doing is reaching downward over the top of that. So I'm not going to try to push in, not overactivating lats. Just reaching down past it. Opening up to the sky just like a mermaid finish. And then come back up, and you're going to do that again. So reaching down, past it. Reach your fingers past your circle. Good. And then open up to the sky. That's it. And come back up. Good. And we'll do one more time. Good. Open. Good. And then back up. And down. Good. And then let's switch sides. Let's bring that up. Good. Reach down past it. Good. That's it. And up. Good. Good. That's it. Good, and one more time, up. Reach, open that armpit, good. That's it. And nice. Oh, and Franny will be the third person watching. I just realized I said the two of you, but Franny too, Franny's watching. All right, so then from here, let's take your circle just in front of you, and you're gonna give yourself a bow here. And I want you to imagine you're trying to aim the back of your head into your circle, the back of your neck. So you're pulling your abs back and trying to stretch the back of that neck forward. And then just stack up your spine, lower your ring to your thigh bones, and lift your chest away from it. Pull your abs in, lift your ring, bow forward, stretching, that spine while you pull your abs back. Good. Lower the ring. Lift your chest up. Good. Let's do 2 more. Good. And stack it up. And then extend, extend, extend. Good. That's it. Feel good? Do you feel that spine stretch? Good. And then stack that spine up. Nice. Good. Okay. And so then we're going to take ourselves into a little squat. We should hopefully feel a little better through this upper body. Good. Then we get to squat. Yay! Ready to squat. Good. And then squeeze those heels and come back up. Good. Yep. Good. And so on the way up, if we press into the heels and then big toe and pinky toe too, we should feel really strong and solid. Good. That's it. Good. 2 more. Nice. Good. We're going to add in a curtsy. So we're going to step behind. Curtsy squat. Woo. Lower your ring to the outside. Press into that front foot and come up. Same thing other side. So step behind. Lower your ring. Good. Press down into that front foot and come up. That's it. That's it. Good. And again, if you're feeling neck and shoulder today more than you'd like, use the bottom hand, the bottom half of your hand, more than the top hand. Feel yourself give that pinky a squeeze. Let's see which side are you guys on. This one. To help let go of that neck. Adding in a little gentle thumb at the top. You should find that helps balance out that neck and shoulder. Good. And let's do 1 more each way. Good. Nice. Good. Okay. And then let's take that ring to the outside of your thigh bone. And we're going to lift your leg, point the toe, and then put it back down. So think of a leg slide on the ground. Yeah, just like that. Your arm can float out to the side. It can be on your hip. It can be up to the sky, or it can be behind your head. Any of those places. I like the behind the head only because it gives me a target. So I'm pulling my head back into my hand, and that little action helps turn my glute on, just the way that chain works. Good. That's it. Good. Now we are adding a little extra press here. Waking up the oblique and the side of your hip. Good. 1 more. Hold that leg. Good. And Eloise is already doing it. She's got her leg off the ground. Good. Now we're going to just pulse and pulse, lifting a little higher. Trying to hold this arm still. Don't let it give up. That's it. Good. 4, 3. Whoa, losing my balance. 2, finding my balance. 1. Good. All right. And then bring that back in. Other side. And again, hand could be here, it could be here, here, here. We're going to leg slide out. So Eloise, since you went to the lift right away, that means you have to do that lift right away on this side too. Good. All right. Well, you did a good job on your other side. Good. Good, yep. And we're trying to see if we can really let ourselves, if you have your hand up high, feel yourself lift your head up into your hand. It will help you stop from tipping as much and engage that standing glute a little more. You've got 2 more low. Nice. Good. All right. And then hold that one. Good. And then lift and lift and lift. Good. And we're pulsing and we're seeing if we can still stay tall. Yes. Good. Good. 3 more. Woo. 2. Wah. 1. Ooh. Bring that in. Feeling your glute from this morning?
Yep.
Me too. All right, good. You feeling your glute a little bit? Okay, good. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So then let's put our circles down for a moment. We're going to grab our hand weights. And I want you to pick something that's a little bit heavy, but that you could still lift overhead. This screen is just not quite right, is it? See if that's any better. All right. So we're going to take it. I have it in my right, which would be your left. Yeah. Just if mirroring works for you, then that's super. And we're going to squat. We're going to pivot inward and reach to the outside of our thigh bone. Right out to the side of the knee. Good. Pull it back to your shoulder as you pivot in. Push it all the way up to your ear. Good. So squat, pivot inward. Notice that this, your left knee almost touches your other thigh. Good. Bring it back in. Good. So we're looking for inward rotation on this side. See how that pivots? Good. Because then we have to open it back up to take the load and press up next to your ear. Good. Squat. Pivot in. Good. Unpivot open. And back up. You got it. So we're trying to load the hip with our weights and our motion to keep it strong through all parts of that motion in the joint. That's it. Good. Can we do one more? Good, very nice. And then we'll bring that weight down. Good, and same thing other side. So starting here, good, we're gonna pivot in. Your right now pivots in. Reach to the outside of your left leg. Pull it up to your shoulder as you come back. And right up next to your ear. Good. That's it. Good. Yeah, let it pivot all the way in. It's gonna feel weird and dorky. But this is a moment in life, right? Oh, you've got to pick something up from the floor over here. That's it, good. And all the way up. Maybe you're working on your tent poles and you've got to get it and pull it up, right? Tightening the strap. That's it. Good. Can you feel a difference between how easily or how stable you feel in that rotation from one side to the other? Yeah. I do too. I'm like, ooh, this. You couldn't feel it rotate, pivot? Yeah. What's interesting on this side, it's tighter. You have more hip swing, like your whole hip swings around, versus your leg moving in the socket. Can you see the difference? Here's my whole hip. Here's my leg. Yeah. 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 Let's do one more. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of an Elvis move, isn't it? Right? You can picture him going, you know, with his guitar, or who was the other guy? Chuck Berry, right, with his guitar. So everyday life, and especially if you're a rock and roll guitar player. All right, we'll put those weights down. Pick up that magic circle again. I'm going to walk to this end of my mat. And we will roll down, full roll down, stretching out the back of your legs now. We'll do 3 on the third way in. We'll go all the way out and stay out. So you've got that circle. Remember what you did earlier about stretching the back of your neck to your ring? Same thing on the way up. Pull your abs away from that ring, but keep your neck long and toward it. Even when you lift it, what if the back of your head still reaches up through the center? Yeah, good. Oh, something's making him angry. Good, and this is number 3. Good. So I'm going to toss my ring out for a second and then walk my hands out. Hold that there, extending the spine long, shoulders wide on your torso. Nice big inhale. And then gently let your knees come down. We're going to take a cat while we're here. So tuck the tail, let your head fall. And then release, extend your sternum upward. Good boy. And then do it again. And release. Good. And last one. Nice. And then we're just going to walk those feet forward and have a sit. Okay. Now we're going to take our rings and put them in between our thighs. Woohoo! So right above the knee bones. And if you've got really long legs, but Franny and Mark, you guys have a little bit shorter legs. If you have your squishy ball handy, you're welcome to put your squishy ball there instead. We're all going to try to bring our feet to parallel. Press down our toes. Good. And then just exhale, pull your legs into parallel. Good. Inhale, release. And exhale, pull your legs into parallel. And release. Yep, so very small. This is like Suzanne Summers' Thigh Master. She must have taken Pilates. Joan Collins did. Joan Collins did Pilates in LA. Yep. Joan Collins, Priscilla Presley. Good. And one more. Hold those legs in, scoop your belly in and round back into half roll back. Ooh, my abs are sore. Good. And then come back up. Release those legs. Exhale. Bring them into parallel, toes still pressing down. Half roll back. Good. Come back up. Release. We're going to do 2 more. Good. Good, and up, and release, re-engage. Oh my gosh. Okay, apparently I did not do enough on my trip because normally I can do this. My inner thighs are totally trembling, holy cow. All right, that's what I get. So now we're gonna go back into half roll back. Good, holding that parallel, and we're just going to add a can here. So we're going to keep our legs squeezing. Good. That's it. Good. And keep your half roll back on, right? Check your throat. It doesn't have to help hold you up. It's staying in line with your spine. Good. Last one on each side. Nice. Good. Now stay in that half roll back. Extend your legs out. Grab your circle out of the middle. Ooh, it should feel good to straighten them without that circle. And then round the rest of the way down. Oh, reaching your arms up over your head. I'm going to scoot forward just a little bit because I want to have room to put my arm overhead. Eloise, will you hit furniture? Do you have room? Oh, you do. Perfect. Good. Franny, I hope you have room. Mark, I hope you have room. So arms are overhead on the floor. My circle is on one end. And I'm just going to push it down. And I want you to pay attention to how some of you will push down and your whole back will arch. And I don't know if that's visible, but that's not what we want to have happen. I want you to keep those ribs in as you push. Now, if you've been feeling neck ache, say that again, Eloise. Both hands, yep, just straight overhead, like you're trying to hand it to somebody through the earth behind you. And if you've been having neck ache, I want you to see if you can pull from the sides of your armpits back down, and then you will probably feel the muscles directly on your spine engage. And it could be up at your neck, and that would be okay, but it should be right on the spine. Those are your your deep spinal stabilizers. So Eloise, her elbows want to bend. So if you're like Eloise, see if you can keep them straight. Good, and one more press. Nice, and then let those arms come up to the sky, down toward your hips so the ring is just resting gently on your hip, and then turn your head to the side. Inhale to center and exhale to the other side. So yes, spinal extensors good, but because often we don't use them properly, they get really tired fast. So we're just going to give them a little bit of mobilization here. And one more. Good. Nice job. All right. Arms up toward the sky, and we're going right into roll up. So big inhale and exhale. Scoop your belly and push those heels down to the ground. And we're up. Now you have two choices here. One is to keep holding onto the ring and use it like a beautiful framework. The other one is to put that ring in between your heel bones and use it to keep inner thighs connected to low belly. So whatever you need more of, do that. I clearly need more of my inner thighs to wake up today since they were shaking before. Wow. I know my inner thighs never shake. My inner thighs are my superpower. Good. Yeah. All right. So now in this one, we're going to go into roll over. So you can, if you're holding your ring, you can set it down. If you'd like to put it between your heels or your ankles, you can do that. We're going to roll back. Press those hands down nice and strong. And then push your heels up to the sky. Now, if your legs are free, go ahead and open them. If they're holding something, just reach through your heels a little longer and then roll your spine down. Mark is modeling the wall version. Oh, goodness. Oh, my gosh. And then we'll repeat. Eloise, Franny, you're going to have to carry us. My abs are so shot. There we go. Good. And let's do just one more, and then we'll go into one leg circle. Good. So I'm going to take my ring out. So you have choices again with your one leg circle. You can do it without the ring. You can do it with the ring underneath your foot. If you want more range of motion, and maybe you don't need quite as much stretch through the back of your leg, put that ring under your thigh. Then you can help get a little extra bicep here as you lower and pull with this arm. See that? Yeah. And you get to pick. So if you're holding it, Eloise, hold it with an underhand grip and the palm facing you. There you go. And you could even use two. And you'll get, say, 6 one way, and then 6 the other. That's it. Good. Yeah. Good. And then when you're ready, you can switch legs. So just a reminder that as you bring that leg towards you, push the thigh downward on the ground, the one that's on the ground. That's going to encourage more mobility between the hip and the leg. Yeah. That's it. Come on, right thigh, stay down. Stay down right there, stay down right there. Yes, I can see you reaching. Good job. That's it. Good job. Did I reverse? I don't know. Did you do both directions?
I did both.
Okay. Did you do both directions too? Okay. Okay, so we get to roll back, but we're already back. So we're going to take our circles, put them over our feet, tuck in, and curl up like a ball. Curl up into a ball. Good. And then you get to rock and roll up to sitting. And I want you to push against your circle. Feel how that lets you come up. And we're going to do it again. So you get to rock all the way back. And then rock and roll by pushing against your circle. Yeah? Push. Yeah, there you go. Good. And we're going to do it one more time. All the way back. Good. Hold your arms strong, and then push into your circle. Push, 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 push. Okay, all right. So you have that sensation of push. Now all we have to do is add the arm in. The arm is going to stay strong, keeping your elbow bend. And then we're just going to roll back, keeping the elbow bent. So again with your biceps, right? If you just use that magic circle for your leg circles under your thighs, now you're going to feel them again. Holding strong here. Yes, good. Yes, I saw you give that extra pull in. Good job. Good. Good. Yeah, come on. Good. All right, we're going to do 1.5 more. So we're going to roll back, up, and then stay back. So back, up, and then stay back, okay? Adjusting. All right, so taking your ring off your feet, we're gonna take your hands on the inside of your ring, pushing outward, and that's your framework. We're just go right into one leg stretch, so one leg is stretching out, and then we switch. Good. And here I want you to pull as if you wanted to push your first finger back further and the thumb back maybe a little further, yeah? Out into that ring. Good, because now we're going to try to trigger that tricep a little bit. You've been working your bicep. Good. Good, last one on each side. Good, both knees come in. Go ahead and rest yourself out of your bow. Turn your head side to side if you'd like to. If you don't need to, you don't have to. But I think it feels good whether you need to or not. Good. Arms back up. Hands still on the inside of your ring. Still try to press back a little extra with that thumb and first finger. Extend your right leg out. Now rotate to your left. Good. And now pull over the top. Good. And pull. That's it. That's it. Good. Good. Last one each way. Good. And then go ahead and pull that all the way in. Ah, okay. Double leg stretch. Now we're holding on to our circle from the outside again. Legs together. Coming into your bow. Good. Arms reach overhead. Now my legs are going to be a little higher than normal today because boy, my abs are feeling it. But if your abs are feeling strong, go ahead and kick out lower. That's it, overhead. Good. And bring it in. Good. Now just one more. Then we're going to just give ourselves a subtle little bit of obliques. We'll take the arms overhead. Take your ring, put it in your left hand, reach underneath. And then as you bring your knees in, transfer to your right, bring it overhead. Good. And do it again. Overhead. Take it underneath, around, and then back in. And we'll just alternate directions each time. Good. And this is your last one. And then rest. Because I need a rest. Holy cow. All right. Extend those legs all the way out. Stretch your body nice and long. Good. Press your heels down to the ground, and then we're going to roll ourselves up to sitting. So sore. So sore. We're going to push your feet just to open to the sides of your mat. Good. And then let your ring be on end so it's upright. Hands on top going into spine stretch. So your ring will tip. Can you see my ring? Should I put color down? Is that okay? And so we're going to inhale, prepare, and then exhale, pull your abs back as your spine tries to stretch forward. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, stack it all the way back up nice and tall. Yeah, good. And exhale, drop your chin and press. 3, 2, 1. And then stack it up super tall. Good. And again, exhale. 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. Good. Let's do one more. And then stack that up. Good. All right. We're going to keep your ring there. We're just going to swing our legs around so that we can lay on our belly. Good. All right. And then I'm going to put my ring back upright again with my hands on top. So we're going to do a little swan here. So if your shoulders are not comfortable in that position, see if you can open the armpits a little bit to help them. And if that's not enough, put it on something lower like a ball or all the way down to the floor. We're going to inhale, float your sternum up, exhale, stay there. Another. Feet as close together as possible. That's a good question. Yes, thank you, Eloise. And they're reaching long. So inhale, good. Exhale. Inhale, good. And exhale down. So the next one, we're going to add an extra little reach. It goes like this. Inhale, lift. Exhale, stay there. Inhale, reach forward, letting yourself shrug. The arms come up the sides of your ribs. Exhale, pull it back into place. Good. Turn your glutes out a little more. Good. And then all the way down. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, stay there. Good. Inhale, reach. Good. Exhale, pull them back in. Lifting a little higher, glutes on. Good. And down. Good. And one more. Lift. Stay there for your breath. Good. Reach. Good. Pull them back in. Good. And then all the way down. Nice. I know. Wow. The ring gets to rest there. We're going to lift ourselves up onto our elbows. Single leg kick. So, pressing those fists down. And here, if you have a TheraBand or a loop that you like to help stabilize your shoulders, you're welcome to grab it and pull it open. You could, if you wanted, just hold onto your ring and try pulling it open. It's laying flat and you're just trying to pull it apart with your thumbs. We're gonna lift both thighs off the mat. Good, and then we're gonna contract one, extend it out. And contract, extend it out. Good, trying to keep those thighs off the mat and your spine lifted. Good. That's it. Okay, that's weird. Your left foot, when it comes in, it bends so far out to the side. Can you see that? Look at that foot. Yeah, can it be in parallel? There you go. Yeah. Your right one doesn't do that, but your left one, holy cow. That's it, Eloise. Oh, good control, good. Let's do one more with your left leg. Good. I'll do one more in solidarity. Good. And then those thighs can rest down. Fantastic. Let your circle wait there for you. You'll sit back in a child's pose. Stay. Nice. And then we're going to come out onto our side. So we'll grab that circle again, lift ourselves up, and we're going to do kneeling side kick. So I have my circle today. You feel free to not use your circle. So normally we're down here for kneeling side kick. We're adding the circle to get that sense of lift. So if you can see my circle here, I'm going to give you a side view. Here's me putting my weight into the ground. You can see it gets squished. Here's me using my obliques to lift me off of it. So our goal is to keep from squishing the circle. Keep it as whole of a circle as possible. Yeah? Because you are advanced, I think this is a good challenge for you. So we're going to take your hand behind your head. Good. And then we're going to lift your leg. Oh, and you can see it wants to squish. Yeah? Good. Now, of course, you can do as normal right down here, but I think you are advanced enough, Eloise, that you should at least try a couple. Yeah. There we go. Good. Good. Let's try two more. Good. And then we're going to hold that leg up. And we're going to kick to the front. Oh, I have to go slow and kick to the back. Because again, my goal and your goal, if you have that ring like Eloise does, is to not squish the ring. That means you got to keep your obliques on while this hip is in motion. Good. That's it. Good. And last one. Good. Bring that in. Oh. Reach up to the sky. Pull down in the opposite direction. It should feel good. So your hips are offset now to the other side. Good. All right, then we can come back up. Go the other way. So again, yeah. That's right. I'll try it this way. Okay, so when you're ready, hips forward, and then we lift and lower. That's it. Good. Yes, good. Great balance challenge. We have two more. Good, all right, so then we're gonna hold that leg up. And here's where we kick to the front. Oh, I have to go slow. Good. Good. Can we do 2 more? Good. And 1 more. Whoa. Good. And that leg comes down. We bring it in and we pull away from that circle. Nice job. Nice job, both of you. That's challenging. Franny, hope you did a good job too. I'm sure you did. All right, we're gonna come roll around onto our backside. We're gonna step the ring, step our feet into the ring. And if your handles bruise your legs, feel free to be not on the handles. You can be on the band part. I know some people are sensitive, sensitive souls. Okay, so we're getting ready for a little hip bridge. So first we're just going to check that our spine is nice and long, our collarbones are open, we've relaxed the shoulders toward the mat. Yeah, okay. Press your thighs out into your circle and then round your spine up. Nice, inhale and exhale, round it back down. Good, and we're looking for that articulation in the spine. While we push out with those thigh bones. So if you remember earlier when we had the ring in the middle of our legs and we did those can-cans, that was to get inner thigh plus your vastus medialis, the inner quad muscle. So now we're going to lift up. We're going to do those can-cans again, holding our bridge and driving down into the supporting foot, pressing out. So now we'll get a little bit more of vastus lateralis, the outside part of your quad, plus a little extra emphasis on the outside of your glute. And a little extra TFL right here. Can you check that your legs don't sway? You're going to keep pressing evenly through both legs as you lift. Yeah. That's it. Good. Give me 1 more on each side, nice and steady. Good. Nice, good. Go ahead and press those hips up a little bit higher. Walk your feet in just a little bit closer. Then lift up onto your heels and lower. And lift, oh sorry, did I say lift up onto your heels? Lift up onto your toes, lifting your heels up. That's it, good. So I want those feet a little close. I'm really trying to get that soleus muscle. That's it, good. He's your metabolic friend. He helps your heart. Helps finish that push off when you're walking or suddenly have to run. Good. Last 2. And last 1. Hold it. Hold it. Release your knees a little bit. Exhale, push out, holding your big toe down. Release your knees a little bit. Push out, pushing the big toe down. That's it. Still on those tippy toes if you can. You're going to feel deep hip rotators, right in the underside of your glute. Or maybe your little soleus and low calf muscles are talking to you. You've got 1 more. Good, and then round that all the way down. Whew. Put your feet down if you haven't yet. Good. Go ahead and lift your legs up to the sky. Take your ring and put it on the balls of your feet. Good, and then bend 1 knee, push the heel of the other foot up past the ring to the sky. So if you've been on a reformer, this is your running or prancing. Also do this on the Cadillac with that bar pushing up. Yeah, and then switch sides. It should feel good. Yeah. Good. Good. Yeah, that feels feels done, then you're going to take your circle. Here's our trick. We're going to put it in between our inner thighs. Did I say inner thighs? No. I meant, sorry, inside of your ankle. Good. All right, then we're going to roll onto our side, seeing if we can still hold on to that. Oh, my abs. So that circle is in between the legs. Good. And then we're just going to lift and lower, just like that. And as you lift, I want you to make the top leg feel longer than the bottom one. So that's going to give you more intensity here in the inner thigh, but also in the oblique. It's going to keep your waistline slightly lifted. That's it. Good. Good. That's it. Reach long top leg. Good. And then Eloise, I'm going to aim your top knee downward just a little bit. Yep. There you go. Good. Good. So Franny, both of your knees should be looking straight forward. And on. Yeah. Good. One more. Hold both those legs up. Keep the bottom leg still. Press the top one down. That's it. Good. Just 3 more. Don't let that bottom one drop. Good. Was that 3? Wow. Okay, good. Go ahead and pull those legs in for a moment of rest. Because then we're just going to shoot them out and go to the other side. So we're facing the other way. I'm going to spin around so I can still watch you. You don't have to look at my back. And then all we're doing is lifting both legs up and down. I know. Mark is already on it. So I've got that circle between my ankles. I don't think you can see it, but that's where it is. Oops, except for it's shimmied away a little bit. Good. Good. Again, can you reach the top leg a little bit longer as you lift? It'll feel good right through this psoas, this iliacus. I hope it feels good. Good. So that's your right leg on the bottom, yeah? So then we're gonna lift that up. Good, and then press the top leg down, keeping that bottom leg lifted. Yeah, that's it. Use that breath. Let it pull up through your middle. Good. 2 more. Stay lifted, bottom leg. Nice. And then pull those knees in. Take your circle and rest. Good. From this position, you can let your circle just stay down for a moment. We'll open up out of our cocoon. That's it. Stretch open your chest for a sec. Good. And then instead of closing yourself back up, take your top leg, open it like butterfly, and let it pull you all the way onto your back. So now you're in butterfly with arms wide. Yeah, knees are open all the way. You should be getting a little stretch. Good. And then you'll close up and let yourself stretch the other way. Good. So you can get your shoulder blade onto the ground while you pull that thigh bone away. Good. And then again, you're just going to open into big butterfly. So for a moment, you're laying flat on your back with your thighs open. Good. Lovely. Good. And then from here, we're going to do butterfly bridge. You're like, what? More glutes? Yeah, just a little bit. So soles of your feet pressing together. Good. We're going to push the blade edge of your foot down into the ground. Just give yourself a little lift here. Should again feel those deep rotators of your hip. Good. When you're up, can you let your abs relax? They're not actually relaxing, but they are allowing themselves to fall into your body a little bit, and then lay it back down. Good. Inhale and exhale. Press those feet together. And lift. Good. So by engaging the back of the leg, we're kind of helping to stretch a little bit what was just super engaged a moment ago. That's it. Good. And last one. Good. Very nice. All right. And then we'll bring those knees together. Good. And then, let me think. Eloise doesn't like being on her hands. So we're going to roll all the way over and come up onto our feet. So we're going to come upright. And then we're going to use our magic circle for our chest. So we're going to hug those elbows in, nice and tall, and we're just going to squeeze with all our might, pushing those rings away, and then bring them back in. I don't think I came up very Pilates elegantly, did I? I was thinking about how to accommodate. Sorry. If you're doing the replay, you can come up more prettily than I did. Okay. That's it. Yeah, squeeze and pull. So this squeeze, I'm going to come a little closer. You can see I'm squeezing in and I'm trying to hold that squeeze and re-energizing with the squeeze here and then release. So squeeze, hold that squeeze, re-energize with the squeeze. Yes, good. You got it. Good. Good, and one more. Re-energize. Good. Good. Nice job. Okay, so let's take that ring. We're going to put it on top of your shoulder. And then you're just going to pull down. And here's the hardest part. We're not going to push up. We're going to actually pull everything down. Your lat down, your bicep down, and then release it. So we're trying to, again, create space here in the side of your neck. Training the body that just because the shoulder's up doesn't mean the neck has to help. Yeah. Good. Some people like hand on hip. That's sort of the classical position, but also hand behind head, letting your throat lift into your hand can be super helpful because it helps you avoid this pitfall. See how my head is pretending to do the work of my arm? So having the hand there gives you a target. And some people will feel, oh, that's instantly better in my neck. Good. And one more. Good. Easy. And then let's switch sides. So I'm going to do hand behind my head. Just to keep the work all here, bicep and lat. So these are the same muscles that if you were trying to do a pull-up, right, you would need your bicep and then your lat to finish. There you go. Yeah. Is yours actually on your neck or is it on the nice bump of your shoulder, Eloise? Yeah, let's put it on your delt, right on top of the, just so it's not, you'll be even less tempted to push with your neck. I hope. Yeah. Oh. Good. Let's try two more. Good. Yeah. Good. All right. And then let that just come down. Good. Turn your head one way. Back to center and then the other way. Back to center. Now take your ring behind you. Good. Your palms are facing back, so I'm only holding with my thumbs. Yep. Now you're going to do that same little chest expansion head motion again. So press back. Turn your head one way. Find the top of your arm bone. Make sure it's pulling back. Good. Keep them back there as you turn your head the other way. Top of your arm bone pulling back. Good. And then release them in. Good. And again, press back. This time start your head the other way. Top of your arm bones out of your way. Good. And other way. Good. Center. And down. Okay, so you have the basic motion. Now I want you to pay attention to how you're turning your head. So if I turn one way, I tend to, let's see, this way I tend to actually cock my ear up to turn, right? So I'm actually creating more tension in the back of my neck instead of lengthening the neck. So I want you to think of pulling the ear that's on the forward side upward a little bit, if that's you. So if you're a cocker and dropping your ear down and your chin up, right, this way, then you want to think of pulling your ear up. But if you're the opposite, if you're a tilter and you fall backwards, then you need to pull the other ear up as you rotate your head. And it might be different and probably will be different from side to side. But those are subtle little things that we do throughout the day that, right, like a million times turning your head to the side and falling over, you're consistently creating that tension there. So, so we're just going to spend, yes, so if you can feel your eyes level, but eyes will trick you. Because your vestibular system gets used to, this is really marked in people who are born with scoliosis really badly. This feels level to them because their eye muscles adjust in the sockets. And so when we straighten their head out, it feels very unusual. So you can't go by your eyes. You have to think about your other bony landmarks like jawbone, chin, nose. And then, yeah. That's a super good question, Eloise. Ears. Yeah. And sometimes getting your head straight will make you feel nauseous because your vestibular system has to adjust to this new positioning. Yeah, how does that feel? You should feel, if you let go of your circle and then move your head, it should hopefully feel like it has more freedom now. Yeah. Yay, good, good, yay, good. That was our goal. Okay, super. So then all we're gonna do is take that ring behind your head. I just have my thumbs on it, and I'm gonna lift my throat up toward the ring. And you might feel a stretch through some part of your spinal extensors and a little work through others. Good. And then you're going to do that same rotation, keeping yourself pulled into that ring. So I'm just turning my head, keeping my throat lifted. And then back to center and keeping that throat lifted. And then here it becomes usually a little bit more marked about if you're still tilting your head. But now we're just trying to add a little strength to the muscles that actually help hold us up. Yeah? Good. I know we look funny, don't we? Good. You okay there, Libby? Yeah. Okay. Good. And last one. Yeah, this one's harder for me this direction. Whew. Good. Good. All right. And then let that ring drop to the floor gently. Good. And then we're just